This guy up here, NASCAR Cup Series champ, looked like at one point strategy might have fallen his way.
Thank you, buddy, for coming.
And getting his first Cup Series win of the season. We've got to find another day for that to happen now with 9 races left in the regular season. 9 races left. You finished 9th today, Brad. How heartbreaking was that caution there with 36
Yeah,
to
we
go?
had a great car today. Our Build Submarines Ford Mustang was really good. We got the lead there in the first stage and felt like we were in control, and lost control of the race early with the pit road penalty. And I thought we recovered really, really well from that. Got up to, 3rd or 4th there. And we had kind of this strategy to run longer than the lead pack there. And the yellow came out in the middle of the cycle and cycled us back to the end there with, I guess, 30 to go. And came from 24th on that last run to 9th. I thought that was strong, but not enough.
And we were watching, and I think you were about 8 seconds back from the lead. So for us watching, that was the way you were going to go win the race, is to stay out longer. Is that a call that, in your mind, or did you basically make that call to keep staying out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a big believer you can't win by doing the same thing everybody else does. You got to be better than them, and you can't be better if you're the same. So, we were in a little bit of a hole there. We were trying to dig out of it, and we were well positioned. I don't know what that last yellow was for, but I wanted to strangle whoever it was. But, it is what it is, and you catch the bad breaks, you got to make it.
SVG, Brad,
right.
SVG.
He's a little bigger than me. So.
He would. No, you don't want to choke that fella.
But, it just one of them deals.
Man, that was a Michigan blue-collar day out of you. You had to pass 100 cars today.
It felt like it.
24th to 9th, Brad.
Yeah, that was it. The last run was awesome.
Brad, at what point, like when you're on pit road and you look in your mirror and you don't see anybody behind you, does it hit you like, oh no?
I just thought we made a really bad call.
It was really bad.
And I was right, but not for the reason I thought I was. Yeah. And what was really confusing is the next lap when everybody else pitted, I was like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
There are a couple of really interesting things from today. For whatever reason, and this is my fault. Let me just be clear with this. We held pit road every pit cycle for 3 laps. Now normally they hold pit road for 1 lap. And so when you get to lap 2, it's just automatic pit. And so when we were going down the short chute, the team said pit this time. And I had no reason to challenge them. And ultimately, I hold the steering wheel, and I'm the one that's got to check. I got to be the check for that. And I didn't check the crew chief and the spotter, and that's my fault.
But what you did do, and Carl mentioned earlier, is you grabbed the ball, said that was my mistake, let me go get it back.
Yeah.
And you did rally, you put the team on your back, and you rallied the rest of the day. Wrong time caution took you out of contention to win, but that was really a mature effort.
Yeah, if I got to give credit to my crew chief, Jeremy Bullins. He asked me to pit the lap before, and I was in a clean air spot, and I wanted to keep running, taking advantage of my tires. If I would have pitted, the yellow came out while we were on pit road, we probably would have cycled inside the top 10 with new tires. Might have had a shot to win the race. So I feel bad about not taking advantage of that.
No, I like you going for it. I think it's cool. I think it could have worked out your way. You could be victory lane. So I think if you keep doing that, well, let's talk about that. What is your next opportunity for you that you're really looking forward to victory lane?
Next week.
All right.
I mean, other than Atlanta, shoot, I don't have a schedule in front of me. Sonoma's probably not one of my better tracks, but Indy's a good track for us. I'm really looking forward to that. We're testing Tuesday and Wednesday at Gateway. Cool. I think Gateway carries over to Iowa. And we just need that much to win. Our pit crew's doing a great job on pit road. They're fast and they're not making mistakes. We hope we can keep that up. If we just find that little bit more to get to, that'll take us to victory lane.
That's all it takes with these cars, right? You're looking for thousandths of an inch for a little bit of speed.
Tiny bits. And we're close right now, Corey.
I know, especially with the speed that yourself been showing. Buscher has been on a rail. Ryan Preece having a career year as well. Yes. What is it about the processes you guys are tweaking within RFK to get that speed?
Well, I think when we added a 3rd car, and this is, I'm taking off my driver cap, put on my owner cap, it really allowed us to kind of add resources that we needed to add, particularly on the people side. We brought in Doug Randolph, who helped us with our partner teams and our pit crews, and really allowed Josh Sell, who runs our competition group, to focus on the go fast, if you know what I mean. And I feel like that's really paid off for us. And we brought in a lot of talent elsewise, too, with car chiefs and engineers. So it's been a huge addition to us. I think a lot of people thought when we added a 3rd team that it would pull us down. I would argue it's made us better. And I'm really happy to see that for Ryan.
It is interesting, Brad, being a driver and an owner. How do you compartmentalize your time? Have you found some sort of routine where you watch film and you're a driver and then you're also a managerial role? How do you separate those?
Daniel, you just try to use every minute, every hour and make it count. And some days better than others. I don't always get to rewatch the races like I'd like to. I do get to rewatch Amazon. That's way easier for me to find at home. I love that you guys have a post-race show, because when I want to know what happened in the race, I can watch the Amazon post-race show. I don't have to rewatch the whole race. So thank you for that, and the Amazon team. I don't know.
What do you guys think of the post-race?
I think they like it too.
Thanks for being a part of my time management, Danielle. But no, it's a big load, but I love it. You know, I love 3 cars in the top 10. We are fighting so hard at RFK to get from like this tier 2 status, you know, the team that can make the playoffs on the fringe, to the team that can make the playoffs easily and compete for championships. We want to go from tier 2 to tier 1, and we're like flirting with that. And it's an all-hands-on-deck effort, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm just really focused on getting us there.
And you talked to me on a phone call about kind of your 30-year plan, what you're building here. And your leadership today, I think, is something that young drivers can look up to. You've got 2 young drivers that you're working with. Talk to us about them, how you're helping them develop, maybe how they're helping you stay fast.
Yeah, I mean, first off, there's no secrets amongst us 3, which, I know, at least not from my end, but I think from their end, too. And we're all trying to make each other better. So I'm really proud of those guys. They've got great work ethic. They're doing all the things you should do, Carl, to be elite race car drivers, to help their team. And it's really refreshing to see.
Brad, you're one hell of a speedway racer. We got the ATL coming up 1 week from now. This guy's going to be in the race, so watch out for the 01.
Maybe a little shake and bake.
Yes, I like it. You know, we have not ran good at Atlanta from an RFK standpoint. The last year, we're bringing a completely different car, completely different package. I am super optimistic.
Well, good. I hope so, because I'm going to be driving like an affiliate car.
I was going to say, Rick, we're racing RFK.
We should have the same stuff. Yeah.
They're essentially teammates next week. We can't wait to see what you guys do. Brad, thank you so much.
Thanks. Appreciate you having me on. Thanks for the show. Everybody at Amazon, I hate this is your last race of the year. You guys have blown the cover off the ball. I really believe that. You know, at the start of the year, I had some fans say, what's the deal with Amazon? I said, just wait. This is going to be awesome. And you guys have not disappointed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to have you up here at the desk. Brad Keselowski, everybody. Still